好就是官方出来的是刺客教条高雄的部分。那等一下，等我一下，等我一下。好，那这次他的新作呢叫小熊，没错，就是现在大家这边看到的，小熊。对，那其实他这个是我们做实况组的一定都会注意这些新出的游戏有的没有的。那其实个人认为，他这次出的这个不错，值得大家一玩，真的。但是就变成说，有一些地方蛮不一样的，因为它每一代怎么说，每一代的历史进展还有一些，好啦，那不管了，我们先看再说吧。看到了，刚刚从黑旗还有3代的康纳，兄弟会。
My name is François Pellin. I'm executive director for the studio and senior producer on the new project.
My name is Marc-Alexis Côté, and I'm a creative director at Ubisoft Quebec City.
We're in the middle of production of a new Assassin's Creed game. There's hundreds of people working on the project. They're super hungry to work on this game and to take the leadership. There's that passion, not just to make it differently, but as well to make it their own. So today we'll be talking about the new period for the game, the new assassin, what's his motivation, and we will show you a walkthrough of the game. Super excited to present to you and to announce the new installment of Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
维克维克工作室。1868年伦敦，那个时候是工业大革命嘛。大家如果对历史有些尝试的话，应该就知道。
Enough of those who seek only their own gain. We're amidst an industrial revolution. The telegraph, electricity, are changing the way that we live, shaping our future. But it must be a future for everyone. A different revolution is rising, more subtle. A blaze from the ashes of an old brotherhood. We shall rise. Street gangs will be our armies. The slums our fortress.
哦，有火车哦，工业革命嘛，那个时候
They
工业
say
革
this is the
命。
modern era. I say it's time for a rebirth. And we shall lead the way.
So, Assassin's Creed Syndicate takes place in London in 1868. The Industrial Revolution, in essence, is society going from almost a medieval society to the modern society in which we live in today. It's an increase in productivity that's never been seen before in the history of mankind. You see transportation breaking through. In the span of a few years,
他讲的应该是指火车啊之类的。
to go around the circumference of the Earth. It's a world that's ruled by science. We'll see tons of progress in medicine that prolongs the lifetime of people from about 20 years old to 50 years old. It's a world that's no longer ruled by kings or by religion. It's a world that's ruled by money. And this is something that completely changes society. You have the upper classes, which still rule the city because they are the ones who have the right to vote. So the fate of the lower classes was pretty much to either work hard and to die young, or to resort to something new. The industrial era sees the birth of organized crime, even as we know it today. It's really a concept that takes root in the Victorian era. People would band together to try to defend their common interests in what we could call syndicates.
So the new assassin of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, his name is Jacob Fry. Jacob is a born and raised assassin. He's going to have allies that are the street gangs of London. Evie is twin sister of Jacob. She's the more calculated, the more rational personality. She's the one that's going to guide Jacob through his quest to free up London.
Jacob will always approach the situation with a really hands-on and head-on approach. So he will be more brash, more brutal, more confrontational. He's all about the thrill. He's all about the chase.
那个游戏引擎方面啊，是指他们在刚做完的一些出来的画面，这还不是正式的游戏画面。可是你可以看到，其实它这个只是刚做出来的一个雏形，画质就已经很不错了。以现今的游戏来讲，画质算 OK 的。那在武器部分也做了很多的改变。我们可以怎么讲是3代用3代，也有枪，但是应该大家都记得，开枪的时候换个子弹换了半天。那在左轮的6发子弹可以一次打完。好，还有这个发射神标发射器，弥漫吹箭。甚至大家刚刚看到的手指虎都出来了。新的叫枭雄。
The speed of combat in Assassin's Creed Syndicate has changed from the past. We are making combat much more closer range than ever in the past. The reason we're doing this is that the Victorian era has changed the way we think about weapons. You can no longer walk down the streets with a sword at your hip. You would be arrested. People fought with hidden knives, hidden blades, with brass knuckles. So there's a lot of freedom for the player to create chaos. We are making combat much more like a brawl, in which you have to control the crowd and jump from one enemy to another enemy. One of the key innovations of Assassin's Creed Syndicate is its traffic system, and it's going to open up so many more gameplay possibilities. Players can jump on top of vehicles, they can drive them, they can integrate them to parkour. They can kill and assassinate people from vehicles. It makes the combat much more faster paced, but also more brutal and more lethal than ever before. Let me show you what I mean in this first gameplay walkthrough of Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
实机的游戏画面哦，这是实机的开发版的游戏画面，开发版。
The Blighters control every criminal enterprise in the city. If they work for us...
Yes, but they work for the Templars.
No, they're paid off by the Templars. Slight difference. If we take control of the gangs, we take control of London from the bottom up.
You are talking about building yourself an army. Miss Fry, tell him this is complete madness.
You need to consolidate your control. I can keep the rival gangs and the police from sweeping in and seizing the territory.
You can't very well send Bloody Nora an engraved invitation. We have no idea where they hold up.
Yeah, we do.
You found them?
The Blighters are operating out of the rookery. Bloody Nora will be there.
Good work, Clara. Tremendous work.
Jacob.
Can't talk now, Henry. Duty calls.
Jacob.
To your health.
Apologies, Mr. Green.
We are now in the city of London, one of the 7 boroughs that you'll experience in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. The city of London was the economic and financial heart of London in the 19th century. The borough fully embodies the hustle and bustle spirit associated with Victorian London. Booming businesses, busy sidewalks, and even
那
busier
个
streets.
交通工具也不一样，马车之前都是骑
Into
马，
our
现
game
在
are
变马
iconic
车。
modes of transportation, including trains and carriages. Omnipresent in Victorian London, carriages will change how you play Assassin's Creed. You can take the reins and traverse the city faster than ever before. You can also hide in them, adding another tool to your stealth game, or run over targets and enemies. The possibilities are endless. In this mission, Jacob wants to take over one of the Templars' controlled gangs in order to build an army against the Templars that run the city. To do so, he will need to conquer the borough by dislodging the enemy gang from their stronghold. Not unlike big cities today, rich and poor share the same environment. Even the richest neighborhood, like Westminster, had areas where the police would not dare set foot. These slums were where street gangs ruled. With the simple push of a button, we'll activate stealth mode as we are entering enemy-controlled territory. Also new to our game, the rope launcher will change the way you navigate throughout the city. With this new tool, you can climb the highest building in seconds, or zipline from rooftop to rooftop. Let's trigger Eagle Vision to study our surroundings.
有人问游戏出了吗？还没啊。他后面会讲，我先不要吊大家胃口。哦，一样啊，鹰眼，大家都熟知了，鹰眼的功能是有导游者。哦，现在多了各种不同的方式。
We can see that one of our allies is in trouble. Let's give him a hand. We first need to eliminate the lookout to make sure he doesn't call reinforcements. The throwing knives will take him out silently.
手里剑，脚里飞刀。
We are facing a lot of enemies, so the head-first approach is probably not a good idea.
之前是用爬墙的，爬墙壁啊，现在直接用飞的。
Also new to our game is the ability to use the environment to take out your enemies. Another one of our allies is in trouble. Let's take care of this before it's too late for him.
Are you in danger, citizen? Don't look the slightest bit
一样。